Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Today my presentation about artificial intelligence. Myself, Abdullah Arijo, roll number 2K70 LCS 49. Today my course outline is Introduction to Artificial Intelligence, Agents in AI, Uncertainty in AI, Machine Learning and Deep Learning. Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. Intelligence (AI) is a field that has a long history, but it is, but is still constantly and actively growing and changing. In the course, you will learn the basic of modern AI, as well as some of the repres- representative application of AI. Artificial intelligence is an approach to make a computer, a robot, or a product to think how smart humans think. AI is a study of how human brain think, learn, decide, and work. When it tries to solve problems, and finally, this study outputs intelligent software systems. The arm of AI is to improve computer functions which are related to human knowledge. For example, reasoning, learning, a- and problem solving. Hmm. Introduction to artificial intelligence. The intelligence is intangible. It is composed of reasoning, learning, solving, pre- perception, linguistic intelligence. The objective of AI's research are reasoning, knowledge representation, planning, learning, natural language processing, realization, and ability to move and many multiply objects. There are long-term goals in the general intelligence sector. Agents in artificial intelligence. To understand the structure of intelligence agents, we should be familiar with the teacher and agent program. Are teachers in machinery that the agent execute on its devices sincere and actu- actuator. For example, a robotic car, a camera, a PC agent program is an implementation of an agent function. An agent function is a map from the preset sequence history of all that an agent has procedural date to an action. Agent architecture agent program. Hmm. Agent agents in artificial intelligence. Intelligence is defined as a study of rational agents. A rational agent could be anything which make decision as a person, machine, or software. It carries out an action with the best outcome after considering past and current precepts. Agents pursue in, inputs it at a given instance. An AI system is composed of an agent and its environment. The agents act in the environment. The environment may contain the other agents. An agent is anything that can be used as perceiving its environment through sensors and acting upon that environment through actuators. Not every agent can perceive its own action, but not always the effective. Example of agent: a software agent is key stores file content received network packages which act as sensor and display on the screen. Files sent network packets acting and accelerators. A human agent has eyes and ears and other organs which act as sensors and hands, legs, mouth, and other body parts acting as actuators. A robotic agent is cameras and infrared range finder which act as sensors and virus motors acting as actuators. Types of agents. Agents can be grouped in four classes based on their degree of precise intelligence and capability. Simple reflex agent, model based reflex agents, goal based agent, utility based agent, learning agent. Uncertainty in artificial agency. Uncertainty in artificial agency content the proceeding of the ninth conference on uncertainty in artificial agency held at the Catholic University of America, Catholic, in Washington, D.C. on July 9, 11, 1993. The papers focus on method of reasoning and decision making under uncertainty as applied to problems in artificial intelligence, i.e., and cover topics ranging from knowledge acquisition and automatic model construction to learning, planning, temporal resourcing, and machine vision. Compressed of 66 chapters, this book begins with the decision on causability in Bayesian belief network before turning to decision theoretic account, conditional ought statement, and the uh, statement that rectifies glaring def- defenses and classical dianotic logic and form a sound basic and collective decision through subsequent chapters explore trend offs in constitution and evaluation, temporal influence diagram, normative engineering, risk management system, additive belief network models, and sensitivity analysis for probability assessment and Bayesian network. Automatic model construction has learning as well as algorithm for inference and decision making are all also considered. Why does uncertainty arise in IE? When talking about artificial agency, an agent faces uncertainty in decision making when it dares to perceive the environment for information. Because of this, the agent gets wrong on incomplete data which can affect the result drawn by the agent. How do you handle uncertainty? It probabilistic reasoning. We combine probability theory with logic. To handle the uncertainty, we use probability in probabilistic reasoning because it provides a way to handle the uncertainty that is the result of someone's laziness and ignorance. Machine learning and deep learning. Artificial uh, intelligence is imparting a cognitive ability to the machine. The idea behind machine learning is that the machine can learn without human intervention. The machine needs to find a way to learn how to solve a task. Given the data, deep learning is a breakthrough in the field of artificial intelligence. Evolution of machine learning. Because of new computing technologies, machine learning today is not like machine learning of the past. It was born from pattern recognition and the theory that computers can learn without being programmed to perform specific tasks. Researching interesting in artificial intelligence want to see that its computer could learn from data. The inter- iterative aspects of machine learning is important because the models are exposed to new data. They are able to independently adapt. They learn from previous computation to produce reliable repetition, decision and result. It is science that not new, but one that has gained fresh momentum. While many machine learning algorithms have been around for a long time, but the ability to automatically apply complex mathematical calculation to big data over and over, faster and faster. It is recent development. Here are few widely published examples of machine learning applications. You can be familiar with the heavily hyped self-driving Google car, the actions of machine learning online recommendation offers such as those from Amazon and Netflix. Machine learning application for everyday life. Knowing what customers are saying about you on Twitter. Machine learning combined with logistic rule correction, fraud detection, one of the more obvious important uses in our world today. Why is machine learning important? Pursuing interest in machine learning is due to the same factors that have made data mining and machine analysis more popular than ever. Think like growing volumes and varieties of available data. Computational processing that is a cheaper and more powerful and affordable data storage. All of these things mean it's possible to quickly and economically produce models that can analyze bigger, more complex data and deliver faster, more accurate results even on very large scales. And by building precise model and organization is a better chance of identifying portable operating of opportunities and avoiding unknown risks. Deep learning. Deep learning is a Deep learning is a type of machine learning (ML) and artificial intelligence AI that embed that the way human gain certain types of knowledge. Deep learning is an important element of data science, which includes statistics and predictive modeling. Is extremely beneficial to data scientists who are tasked with collecting, analyzing, and interpreting large amount of data. Deep learning make the process faster and easier. At its simplest, deep learning can be thought of as way to predict project analysis automatic, while traditional machine learning algorithm and are linear. Deep learning algorithms are strict in hierarchy in increasing complexity and abstraction. How to deep learning work? Computer programs that use deep learning to grow through much the same process as the toddler learning to identify the dog. Each algorithm in the hierarchy applies non-linear transmission to input and uses what it learned to create a scientific model as output. Interaction continue until the output has reached an acceptable level of accuracy. The number of processing layers through which data must pass is what inspired the label deep. How to learning work? Computer computer program that use deep learning go through much the same process as the toddler learning to identify the dog. Each algorithm in the higher applies to non-linear transformation to it input and uses what is learned to create a scientific model as output. At iteration continue until the output has reached an acceptable level accuracy. The number of processing layers through which data must pass in what inspired the level deep. Deep learning method. Various different methods can be used to create strong deep learning models. These techniques include the learning rate, DESI, transfer learning, training from scratch, and dropout. Learning rate, the key. The learning rate is a hyperparameter that define the system or says condition for its operation prior to learning process that control how much change the model experiences in response to estimated error. Every time the model weight are altered, learning rates that are too high may result in unstable training process or the learning of subtler set of weight. Learning rates that are too small may produce the lengthy training process that has a potential to get stuck. The learning rate decay method, also called learning rate emulating or adaptive learning rates. It is process of adapting the learning rate to increase performance and reduce training time. The easiest and the most common adaptational to learning rate during training include techniques to reduce the learning rate over time. Deep learn Deep learning method. Transfer learning. This process involves perfecting and previously trained model. It is required interface to the internal of a pre-string network. First user feed the expression network new data connecting previously unknown classification. Once adjustments are made to network, a new task can be performed with the more specific categorization abilities. The method has the advantage of requiring much less data than others, thus reducing computation with time to minute or hours. Training from scratch. This method requires a developer to collect a large labeled data set as configures a network architecture that can learn features and models. This is technically specifically useful for new applications as well as application with a large number of output categories. However, However, overall, it is less common approach. It is a required information amount of data causing training over days or weeks drop out. The methods are aimed to solve the problem of overfighting fitting the network that large amount of parameters by randomly dropping units and their connection from the neural network during training. It has been proven the dropout method can improve the performance of neural network answer surprised learning tasks in this area such as speech recognition, documents classification, and computation biology. Thank you. My presentation is over.